Coronation Street spoilers. Dying Paul makes touching gesture so Billy knows he'll always love him. Paul Foreman was recently given the devastating news that he only has between 6 and 12 months to live in Coronation Street, and he is determined to make the most of what time he has left. Paul was diagnosed with motor neuron disease in emotional scenes earlier this year. He originally thought he had injured his hand after being hit by the underworld van, but soon learned that his loss of movement was due to MND. Since then, his condition has progressed, and he now relies on a wheelchair to get around. Things are only set to progress further for Paul, who will eventually lose the ability to speak. In tonight's episode, Paul and Billy Mayhew visited a speech and language therapist, who explained how they could use equipment to replicate Paul's voice. This would allow him to still be able to communicate when he finds himself unable to talk as his MND progresses. During the appointment, the specialist gave Paul a book and explained that they would record him reading the whole book aloud to give them a comprehensive bank of his voice that they would then be able to use. She also added that Paul would be able to record some of his own phrases, things that he says on a regular basis, that he would be able to play back when he is no longer able to speak himself. Though they tried to remain positive, Billy quickly grew upset as the reality of their situation dawned. Back at home, Billy suggested that they tried recording some things like the specialist had said, but Paul interrupted him with a kiss, saying that he was too busy living life to the full. After a romantic afternoon on the couch, Billy and Paul read through the book they had been given, before reflecting on the reignited passion of their sex lives. As Billy told Paul that he loved him, Paul pulled out his phone to record himself playing it back, so that he'd always be able to let Billy know that he loved him, even when he can no longer speak.
Xin chào các bạn đã quay trở lại với kênh Spoiler. Vừa rồi các bạn đã theo dõi một